Hey there. I just recently got back from New Zealand. I had a great trip out there, and I was participating in a mastermind in addition to actually getting to do a little bit of fishing and checking off a bucket list item of being in New Zealand and catching fish in New Zealand. I also learned a lot, and there's a reason that I and you should travel around the world and do masterminds and get with other like-minded people, because the ideas are worth a fortune. And so I'm going to share one of those ideas with you that I think was super helpful in understanding growth and understanding how to grow businesses. So you've all seen a bell curve and know that a bell curve is a normal distribution, and it's also how an industry or a business kind of grows. And so you have rapid innovation and you have growth on the front end, and then you reach a plateau, and then at some point, so the first half of a bell curve looks something like that. And then if you go on the other side down, then that's where you reach, you run into competition, an industry becomes a commodity over here on the other side of the bell curve. Well, most of the time people say, well, what you need to do in a business is you need to innovate again, and you need to come out here to the end and go up with another S curve. So you don't go down, so you start innovating again. Well, that's not actually how it happens. And this is what I learned from a friend of mine, or sort of a bunch of friends all at once. We sort of had this, one of the guys had a realization that what happens is innovation needs to start here. We always need to be innovating. So instead of coming up here and going to the next S curve, as you often see it drawn, it's drawn like this. We start up here, okay? And then we create the next one. And of course, there'll be the next one, and there'll be the next one, and there'll be the next one. But here's part of the learning. So what happens in here, right in this spot right here, like as you're transitioning from one system, one level of innovation to the next level of growth, to the next level of innovation, to the next level of growth, this right here is messy. It is messy. This is the messy bit, okay? So think about it. Like, as I added in a new position into my business because we needed to add in a full-time marketing person, as we're learning how to market again and market differently and market bigger, it creates a mess. As we add a new coach to my business, then we have to do things differently, and everybody has to change. It just gets messy to grow. So once we understand that it's messy, that's great news, because now we know every single time we get ready to innovate, every single time we're trying new things, every single time we get an idea, every single time we go on the path of growth, every single time we begin to think big and go for epic and go for the next epic and go for the next epic after that, it's going to be messy every single time. We're going to run into those messy steps. So I hope this was helpful. It was super helpful for me. And until next time, I wish you a great success, and I want you to be epic. All the best.